the extent that for the first time, we have a former president coming in to win the seat. And we have a sitting vice president fighting for this seat. And this, I think, is one of the most crucial and very historic season and time in our country. This year's election is going to really change and add value to our democracy. That after this election, if we are able to show to the world that yes, indeed, that Ghana is the beacon of democracy and the gateway of Africa, I think we will move from just being a gateway and become the home of Africa. We are asking. I think if you have to clap, you can clap. We cannot always become the gateway when people will pass through and go somewhere. After this year's election, I think that we can have a hope. Yes. The peace of this nation will determine either people will stay here or people will not stay here. If you look at the young generation migration to foreign nations, it's a wake-up call to this nation interest that all political parties must really put the nation peace and development, prioritizing the youth as the center of the future. In just recent time, on social media, we had a young man who is comparing a Dutch passport to that of a PhD holder in Ghana. And this is a wake-up call. It is not only a rhetoric and a nonsense speech that everybody is clapping, oh, we are insulting him. I think that our politicians must come into the knowledge that we must build our nation such that our nation will be so powerful and people will be so proud to be here. We are asking a collaboration between the security agencies, civil society organizations are needed in this year's election. Other stakeholders to ensure a peaceful electoral process, and to all political parties. We are asking all your leaders and your followers that we must all focus on addressing key issues affecting the nation's development. All should engage in constructive dialogue. Let us present our clear and achievable plans and visions for the nation so that a PhD holder will not be better, will not be useless as comparable to a Dutch passport. We must foster unity and inclusivity among diverse parties. Supporting groups is very crucial to our peaceful election this year. The peaceful conduct of election is crucial for Ghana's democratic growth, economic development, social cohesion. We must start the Electoral Commission will take all necessary steps to ensure the safety and integrity. I point that place again. The safety and integrity of the electoral process and the winning process of this nation. Because after the election, if somebody has won, but there is a doubt of the integrity and the honesty of the process, what would this nation be? We will still be going back and forth, trying to defend what has already been given to us. We must avoid election malpractices. We must all have the knowledge of coming together to have a zero death toll on this year's election. We call on the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, to put his feet on the ground, since this year's election is going to verify his fatherhood spirit for this nation, to ensure smooth, violent-free election 2024. We ask the President to show empathy to the youth of this country by providing all security measures to enhance peaceful election. We call on all opposition parties and candidates to conduct campaigns void of hate speech, inflammatory comments, to avoid unnecessary violence especially among the youth. To the youth of this country, we want you to know your life is in your hands during this election. Your future is in your hands. The development that we are seeking, the peace and glory that we are looking for, the hope is in our hands during this election. We are asking that every youth should be careful that you do not allow politicians to lead you into destruction of your own destiny in your hands. We must do well to save Ghana from war, from conflict, and modern day migration, slavery, which has taken a lot of our youth outside of this country. Let us work together to build a Ghana where diverse perspectives, values, culture, and peace development is our norm. We at Alpha Ghana are committed to ensure peaceful election without violence. We are also going to do a campaign of election free and fair. We are also going to speak on social justice so that it will not be a day of selective justice where those that have power are exclusively given authority to stand in something and those that do not have power are maligned on the way. We are also asking for voters' rights and respect, that every voter is so important. We are also asking that citizens to express themselves, have the freedom to speak, have the freedom to use the social media, so that we will all have a free and fair election 2024. We are also calling the security institution that we should adhere to rule of law, justice for all, so that there will not be selective. That if somebody that is not part of the government does something, is treated differently. We must give the same approach to all. No one is above the law. To political commentators, we are asking you that whatever you are doing, let's all be careful. Seeking the peace and development of this nation should be so crucial to us. Therefore, we are launching finally the Every Vote Count and every vote count campaign, and every life is important to Ghana's peace and development. Along with this, on the 21st of September 2024, we will be acknowledging and also employed a lot of great, industrious, distinguished men and women in this country that have lived an exemplary life and have used their platform to advocate for peace in this nation. And we will be giving them the African Peace Advocate Award 21st September 2021. We will need these people to join hands with us to propagate the message, the good message and the gospel of peace. National Peace Council alone cannot do this work. The nation alone cannot do this work. Alpha alone cannot do this work. Therefore, we need people such like you, the media. We need you to be part of this campaign. And we are asking all the media to put their mouth and use their platform as we did for Galamsey. Let us come together. We are asking for Media for Peace coalition, where the media will come together to form a coalition against hate, violence, and all other malpractices, election malpractices that comes along this year's election. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us. I believe that this year will be the best year ever election we have ever had as a country.
Speaker, we are so grateful to have you today, and we are very happy that you have given us this wonderful speech, and we've learned a lot. With the media, please, I give you 5 minutes. If you have any questions.
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Please, you can have your seats. If you have any questions, please kindly let me know. You can lift up your hand.
Okay, but first of all, I would like to ask that if Bishop can do a summary entry for us.
Okay.